want to stick around?
I'm here with Dave Stewart, who's about to enter the next round of the circuit finals. Dave, where are you from?
Currently live in Seattle, relocated there about a year and a half ago, was in Maryland for 18 years before that, and here at Pittsburgh, I guess before that. So,
Very nice. Well, it's nice to have you back in town. What game are you picking today?
I think I will go with Indiana Jones.
Very nice. Is there anyone you'd like to say hi to at any of your previous locations?
Sure. Well, I'll say hi to my wife, Misha, hi, and my daughter, Tony, and have fun at Comic-Con, Tony.
Great. Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Are you having a cold?
So, Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart's a great player. I'm told that in a few minutes we're going to have Adam Lefkoff and Steve Bowden coming to join us. And
I'll sneak by later.
After this current game coming up here, so we'll have some new announcers stepping in to give us some relief. This is a long event, so people should be prepared to get your food and your munchies ready because it's not going to all happen in 1 second. And I missed what Dave was saying there. I didn't quite catch what his next game was going to be.
So the players who advanced, we're going to see Dave Stewart, Andy Rosa, Kaylee George,
That's 3 players.
I'm just kidding.
And I think I'm missing a player from that count.
Jason Werrick. And Jason was the third place survivor of that last game. He was in danger with Bob chasing him down. Bob didn't quite get there, so Bob was eliminated. And we're going to be playing Indiana Jones.
Jason showed up and he put a strong performance up on the Tuesday pre-Pinburg tournament. He finished in 3rd place there and was just dominating machines the entire time. Even on the game he got knocked out on, he was dominating.
Do you see anything specific that he chooses to do or not to?
I think Jason is the king of performance under pressure. I don't notice... What we were talking about earlier in the broadcast is the amount of the nerves that people get under, and I think he thrives under that. You don't see him miss the shots early because his adrenaline is pumping. You see him be more accurate when he's in the moment.
Were you here for the Saturday end of qualifying at Papa 16?
Sure was, and what happened there at the end of qualifying is he put up a monstrous game of Attack from Mars at the very moment he needed. He would last possible game. He did it the other night as well. In order to qualify for that tournament, last possible minute, he put up the grand champion score on AC/DC. And
that's a sight to see whenever it happens. But we seem to see it from Jason so regularly that you're just like, this is where he is. This is what he does.
And actually, there was a nickname given to that move, the Belcito, because Jim Belcito is a great player from California who is known for doing that, coming in at the last possible moment and performing well under pressure. And we're thinking of renaming that the Werrick.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player. He's always been. He was in my semifinal group. He was in my quarterfinal group and my semifinal group with Papa this past year. Put up $300 million on the Batman.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That just amazing. Dave Stewart on Indiana Jones. This is Indiana Jones. This is a complicated game. There's a lot of rules to this game.
Yeah, it's a wide body, and so there's a lot more to do. We're going to see 2 main strategies. The first is to shoot the center bank. 3 bank of drop targets, and then a green hole behind, which is lock. And all of those shots are dangerous, as you just saw. So you can't hide from the machine if you're playing for locks. But the advantage is they're cumulative across the game. We saw Dave make 1 lock, so if he can get 3 locks, he's going to get a multi-ball, and the multi-ball is very valuable on this machine.
Right. So, I mean, in a survival type strategy, I guess you probably want to build for your ball 3 aggregate as opposed to just working for a 1-ball performance.
Right. So if he can feel confident that he'll get to at least 1 multi-ball, he's going to force almost everyone else to get to at least 1 multi-ball as well.
And I don't know. It depends how the players felt about this during their warm-up period, but another strategy I love to employ if you can make the shot is backhanding the mode start hole.
Yes, so there's a yellow hole marked mode start, and that will start one of 12 rounds, and the rounds themselves are very varied. They are generally valuable, and this is the second major way to play the machines is to play for the modes. Every mode is probably worth about 40 to 50 million points if you can play it very well, 10, 20 million points if you play it poorly. But you see Dave's score is only 10 million right now, so that's a reasonable way to play the machine. If you're not willing to take the risk of going for multi-ball, or it's not working out for you, or and there was he sort of flipped his way into the right out lane there.
Yeah, Jason did a ill-advised tip over, and it was what I call the loop of death, which is usually self-inflicted. You self-inflict yourself into going to that right out lane, and there's no saving it from that. It's done.
Yeah, I in sort of preparing the machines for circuit final, I had the opportunity to play test them several times. In one game, I did the loop of death twice in the same game, trying to live catch out of the mode starts.
Really?
And busted the live catch because the timing is so tight on the live catch. If you miss it a fraction of a second too early or too late, the ball's just going to bounce away in a really dangerous manner. And in this case, it bounced away twice right into the left out lane. Made me glad that it wasn't being recorded or live broadcast.
One thing I just noticed is how sensitive those slingshots are. Those slingshots are, if the ball gets near it, it's probably going to fire.
Mm-hmm. And the ball is catching the sling generally out of the launch.
Right.
So right off the bat, the player's in danger. And right there, Andy took a shot at the drops. He got the lock, but yeah, you can see there, like, he survived that carom off of the drop targets, which is aimed directly at the left out lane. Boom. Like that.
Boy. Now, there's a software compensation built into Indiana Jones, and I don't know if it's alterable in the machine settings or not.
That software compensation has been shut off for this machine. So a player losing the ball down the left out lane off those targets under normal circumstances would get the ball back. Simply because the game is being polite, I suppose. We say here, that's pinball. If you're going to take the risk of taking that shot up the middle, you're taking the risk of losing your ball. During the multi-ball, you light the jackpot by either left ramp or putting a ball in the lock again. And then the right ramp scores the jackpot. This is a nice setup there. He's got it.
That's a good start. So now does he have to light it again?
Yeah, so each new jackpot needs to be relit. The game will also remember your progress on the jackpots across multi-balls. So when he starts the next multi-ball, if he gets around to it again, he'll be at the second jackpot. And after 3 jackpots, it lights the super jackpot at the captive ball. So if anyone has played Fishtails, the multi-ball rules are effectively brought over from Fishtails.
Wow, I didn't
You light the jackpot, score 3 jackpots with a different shot, and you light supers, and then there are an unlimited number of supers during that specific multi-ball. Andy's the first one to start a mode. This is a loop mode called Tank Chase, which can be very lucrative. The loops are extremely difficult in this game. It looks like he's ignoring it in favor of the locks.
Generally, I would take 1 or 2 good shots at the tank, and then it's a countdown mode, so it becomes less valuable as you go, and then I ignore it after that.
So each shot to the loop would be 8.2 million now, and it's not worth it at that point.
No, I mean, the risk-reward has gone down pretty low. However, what a good start for him. I mean, he's back chasing his second multi-ball. He has 90 million points on the board. While I don't know if that would necessarily be something I'd feel safe about, I feel a lot better than 10 million and 1 million.
That's right. 90 is more than 10.
Hey, sometimes you're reduced to simple math when you're playing pinball. It's like, I feel good. I get 19 million.
I feel good about shooting ball. Kaylee George, and we've seen him in various states of dress already. A full jacket, a windbreaker, Steve-O t-shirt.
He's probably trying to recover from coming back from Bangladesh. I mean, the climate change must be really rough on Kaylee at this point.
There's a lot of potential dangers in Bangladesh, and
tigers.
You'd want to You'd want to be able to dress warmly or coolly, depending on the situation.
Maybe he was, trying to get a little closer to the Indiana Jones set, and he was specially prepared.
Indiana Jones and the Secrets of Bangladesh. Oh, that's trouble over there.
Oh.
That's sweet.
So-
And Kaylee knows how sweet it was.
How did he do that there, Bo?
So the right out lane area has this shake post, which is sometimes called the narrow escape. But oh my, another great shake immediately after. Oh wow, those were beautiful, both of them.
Borrowed time.
The right out lane there has a very tiny shake post. You can see it almost in that green lush area in the bottom right. And if you can push the ball off that post, you can have it clear the gap back into play. You even get extra points for doing so. It calls it a narrow escape. Sometimes in the way it's set up in an arcade, the ball just bounces off that post anyway and back in. But the post has been moved further away so that you won't just get it for free on this game.
You actually have to put an
You
effort.
have to put an effort into pushing the machine, and you push the machine to the left on a right out lane shake, which is very unusual. Like
You push the machine.
like if you want to you're basically pushing the post into the ball
Right.
to get the ball back into play.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And so the player is doing a move which is not really natural on that side, and it has to be very tightly timed. And he did it without even a danger,
yeah.
which was necessary because 3 seconds later, he had to do a double danger slide.
And I was actually surprised to see him survive it after he had just put the move on the machine right before there. But
So this is just a great ball here.
well, yeah, he's borrowed time right into a multi-ball. Now, it wasn't an extremely effective multi-ball, but he got one jackpot. So he went
And
from basically as
50 million out of it, from like 10 or 20 up to 70 now.
Right. So there's nothing that feels better than borrowing time.
A little borrowed time there too, but you can't. There's not much you can do about those center shots. I know some players try to glance the ball off the right of the drop target instead of hitting drop target square. Hit it square and it's going right towards that left out lane area. If you can glance the target or hit it softly or something, you can get away with it more safely.
And it looks like he's gonna stay on the same course because he's going right back forward again. Nice slap save.
That center shot, though, it's very tight on that lock shot, and it's easy to lose track of it. And if you're missing it consistently, every time you miss it, you're in danger. And after a few misses, Kaylee takes a break, just gets settled, gets a trap ball, puts himself back in rhythm.
He seems to be more accurate from the right hand side than the left, but I wonder if he would actually get to the point where he consider post passing over to the right side before he takes a shot at it.
Actually, I don't think we've really seen anybody post pass much at all in the games. But the post pass is a move where you put it off the slingshot, base and sling, to move it to the other side. Let you know if we see anybody use it.
All right, he's set up to go again. Multi-ball, round 2. Now, the difference between multi-ball round 2 and round 1 is you actually don't get a ball save at the beginning of the multi-ball. It's there's no grace period, so you have to. Whereas actually, I've seen players actually intentionally let the ball drain during the first multi-ball. I wouldn't expect to see a player drain during the second multi-ball on purpose. Because you just don't have that extra luxury of time. And this time, it makes it much harder to get the jackpot. But you still do get your pity jackpot lit. Oh, no, that's not correct.
In this case, he didn't even like the jackpot.
Right,
So if you light a jackpot, you then get a certain amount of time in single ball to collect it. But you still must light the jackpot to pull out of it.
Right. But instead, he takes a trip up to the path of adventure, immediately falls in a deep pit, and probably gets eaten by snakes at the bottom of the pit.
Why did it have to be snakes? All right, well, I'm going to step away for a bit here, and we're going to be joined by Adam Lefkoff.
Oh, great. Well, Bowen, good luck running the tournament today, and good to have you join us for a bit.
Well, thanks a lot, John, and thanks everybody for watching. We are on Twitch TV. If you get a chance, pass the word around to other pinball heads who might be interested. And if somebody's never seen pinball, wants to learn about it, this is a great time to introduce it to them. So spread the word around today. We'll be here with this final until we get a champion.
Yeah, and also Bowen has a lot of videos on poppet.org. He does tutorial videos for your viewing pleasure. And it's very entertaining, and also you get to see one of the world champion playing pinball and teaching you how to play pinball better. I watch them all the time, and I can't learn a thing.
I have learned all my skills from Gentleman John. Take care.
See you in a bit, Bowen. So meanwhile, Dave Stewart is stepped back up to the machine, and Dave's really sort of in a rough. Oh no, a quick drain. He doesn't get the bounce in that that Kaylee had gotten her on an earlier ball, and he ends with 12 million points. So Dave's going to walk up to his ball 3 in danger of being a one-and-done player. Hey, and welcome to the microphone, Mr. Lefkoff.
Hey, John. Nice to be here. Hi, everyone. We're in the middle of a game of Indiana Jones.
And Dave Stewart had an unfortunate turn of events, and he's going to be in jail.
How many locks does he have?
I believe he has 1.
Okay, so he's going to need those last 2 locks. He can pull it out. It's a one-ball game. Super jackpots make a lot of the hurt go away, but yes, you got to survive those drop targets.
Yeah, that's been the problem.
Jason is in the same situation, although he still has another ball in hand. Let's see. I assume everyone's just going after their locks.
Yeah, it seems to be a multi-ball all-day strategy at this point, and it's just a matter of survival.
You know, there are a couple pretty beefy modes not to ignore. There's the wonderful Well of Souls with your 6-ball multi-ball. If that's lit or close to being lit, I'm not opposed to shooting a ramp, setting it up, and going for that mode shot, but mostly multi-ball.
Kaylee took 1 shot at the mode start as a forehand shot, and it bounced out. Now, that's pretty typical on most Indiana Joneses.
Yep. In warm-up, I took 1 shot at it, and it stuck, which is probably bad news for me. But all right, so Jason's got his first ball locked. It's nice when there aren't other balls locked because you get the advantage of the ball saver. As opposed to the feed from the idle. Oh, that's left out lane's pretty drainy. Jason's going to be in the exact same situation that Dave is. And what'll be interesting is they're probably going to be playing not to lose at that point. Jason has the advantage. He'll get to see what Dave does. If Dave does not start multi-ball, Jason needs to seriously think about maybe playing a mode for the
might play a mode, or you could actually ramp out, or I mean, there's a lot of
the hurry-ups. You're right. The lit hurry-up can get to decent points.
And if Dave doesn't start a mode, for example, or start multi-ball, I should say, he's not going to even have 20 million points probably. I mean, it's going to be all or nothing.
That's correct. And that's the advantage of going late. Oh, there's a little sling drain for Andy there.
And nothing he could do about that, I don't think. I mean, he could have tried to do the Kaylee save on the out lane.
No, and with the rubber being set so far to the right on the narrow escape, it's pretty. You got to be pretty fortunate to get the narrow escape on this one.
Pretty fortunate or pretty aggressive. I mean, I'd say there's definitely an element of that.
Yep. So Kaylee's feeling pretty good right now. He's only on ball 2. He's thinking more about getting that $100 rather than being eliminated. Although he could be stepping up on ball 3 and be in last place. It really is a one-ball game. If you get to multi-ball and you get to your supers.
And a little bit
late
of a
ball
flipper
save. It was a funny little bounce.
It was a funny bounce for sure.
Are there any super bands on these games, or are these standard rubbers? Do you know?
I'd say it's. My guess is it's probably a mix. Moving forward in the tournament world, we're going to see a lot of super bands are a new polymer, a urethane rubber that are not rubber at all. That has just came out in the last year. And they changed the feel of how the game plays.
Yeah, and the ball bounces kind of funny. And all right, Dave's he's going for it. He's going after his locks. He's got his targets down. Needs to get the ball on the flipper here to make the lock shot. It's all right. Trying to get control.
Aggressive bounce pass.
Okay, so he's going to ball 2 lock. Nope, a little early on that. That's okay. He's all right. This is easiest, hardest shot in pinball. That would be ball 2. Okay, you got to survive one more random shot onto the drops. Oh, my goodness. Ball comes out quick on the right. I'm not sure what he was going to try to do there, but little pilot error.
Little pilot error, but okay, here's the deal. He still got some garbage points because he was bouncing around out of control.
Jason was in this situation last game on Metallica. He survived with Bob, could have caught him. So now you start overthinking. Let's see what mode he's got. He's got, what is it? The Castle Grinwald, which is the captured ball shot over and over.
No, I think it's Steal the Stones. So that's the Path of Adventure
Steal,
mode.
yeah, Steal the Stones. It's $5 million for every lit Path of Adventure. Actually, Pat, he'll get that back. It's there's a good little grace period.
So he has.
All right,
8
I would
million.
shoot Path of Adventure right here.
I agree with you. Well,
It's $5 million a light.
no, Path of Adventure is not lit.
But
He has
it
to
is
start the mode.
Yeah. Well,
Start
no,
the
not.
mode.
I'm just saying straight Path of Adventure could be lit. Or actually,
No,
the combo's
no.
there. All right, but he can combo on that ramp anyway.
He just got.
He's got the yellow.
One
He got a
in lane.
narrow escape. All right, he needs $8 million. Start a mode. Actually, the award right now would have given him $10 million.
the hand of fate, but
Yep.
he might have seen Kaylee earlier take a shot from
and
the
then
forehand
and then drain down the middle.
yeah.
All right, this ball 2. All right, he's still, with the drops down, you take that shot. There's what Dave was trying to do, and
Pilot error.
he's going for it. Wow,
Whoa.
you got to survive. It's nope, he didn't get it.
I don't think
4x.
No. Oh my goodness.
It's
Wait.
close. It's close. Not enough. Not enough.
Wait.
Nope.
Oh no.
He needed
Jason
5.
did not do it.
So Jason is eliminated. In what place are we up to?
I have no idea, but we are certainly at the Papa Circuit final, and we will have another player joining us as we continue the Survivor round. And it's hard. You can have just one bad game, and that's the end of a year's worth of work.
It's it's a really, every game is like its own little mini tournament. The hard part is sort of getting in, and today is sort of like gravy. Only 4 players make it to the finals, and there's 21 great players to start. So 17 really good players aren't going to be playing. So you just kind of want to get in there and have an opportunity to play. Jason had a couple games, so he'll be doing all right. Andy's a little disappointed he won't have a shot at the $100 there, but he's safe for the next round.
And then Kaylee gets some gas money.
And Kaylee doesn't have to play ball. It'd be interesting to see if he plays ball 3. It could be a long day for Kaylee. Maybe he'll try to get a read here. He has a free ball read.
Just
Kaylee's generally
practice.
gonna. Yep. Let's see. His body language is saying that.
Yeah, he's not playing his hardest here, I don't think.
Yeah, he's just
But
sort of.
he is playing.
Sometimes it goes easy that way. So once again, if you're just joining us, each game is a 4-player game. The loser is out, and then the next highest seed comes in, and the winner wins $100.
And we're going to take it over to Anastasia.
I'm here with Dean Grover, who's about to enter the next round of the circuit finals. Dean, where are you from?
I'm from Strasburg, Colorado.
Very nice. Have you decided which game you're going to pick?
Yes, I'm going to pick Harlem Globetrotters.
Very nice choice. Is there anyone you'd like to say hi to back home?
Just a shout out to my family who hopefully is watching right now. So, hi Sam and Ryan, Amanda.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Have fun.
All right, thank you.
So John has left us. We're rotating in and out, and joining us now is Steve Bowden. Hi, Steve.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the happiest pinball place on earth. I'm glad I'm here.
Not even pinball place, Steve. This is the happiest place on earth.
I like
full
it.
stop.
Exactly.
So we just watched Jason Werrick need a few million points on Indiana Jones, and he
Wow.
missed it by $1 million.
Wow, there were so many opportunities there.
I'm wondering why you didn't shoot a lit arrow and do a couple combos and be done.
Here's my question. Was the Path of Adventure open?
I thought it was, but I couldn't tell. If it was, obviously it's $5 million a light there.
Right, and that would have done
But
it.
even if it wasn't open, the ramp was lit for the
Just for points. Just for
it
combo
would have been a
points,
$2
yeah.
million or $3 million combo.
Definitely.
So
And that gets to that point where you're staring at only 10 million to go and you start overthinking. I know I'm guilty of that.
that's right.
And you start doing too much math. And
it's, some players excel when they're last and they know what they need and they like to have that target. Other players are probably better putting a score up and making someone chase it. I know I'm in that latter category if I can.
yeah, I like to go last normally, but I mean, in this format, I think I'm going to go first.
Especially when
I'll pick the game.
when you lose, you're done. It's every game is its own little mini tournament. And,
Exactly.
looks like Dean Grover has picked Harlem Globetrotters.
Right, this is the first time we've seen Harlem today, right?
It is.
First Harlem
That
today.
is correct.
All right.
So why don't you take us through what do you want to do on Harlem?
Tap pass, tap pass, tap pass. How good is the tap pass?
What Steve is referring to is when you're on the right flipper, you want to be on the double left flipper because you want to drop targets, which builds up a multiplier as well as builds up the value of your spinner. And you don't really want to shoot the spinner on the right flipper until the value's a little better than it should be.
Well, if it's at least 1,000 or 2,000, when you can really make the money. And also, what it does is, when you shoot a target, doesn't it also give you globe letters as well? The globe letters.
That's correct.
The globe letters are actually spelling in order. It looks like.
That is correct. They are.
So each target hit gives you all those different side effects. So reason why the tap pass is the most important move in this game, as we just started here.
What's also really interesting is extra balls are on.
Okay, so the extra ball opportunity has been kept for this. That's nice. So that's
So-
going to bring an interesting little side strategy to this.
That shot right there that Dean just made, that opens his gate. That's the same shot where you collect the extra ball. To get the extra ball, you have those 5 orange lights on the left. You want to hit the ones that are lit and put them out.
Turn the lights off. Right.
When you turn off the 5th one, that far right shot will be lit for an extra ball. And we are playing extra balls in this thing.
I know that may seem surprising to some of you, but yeah, we are playing extra balls in the Harlem Globetrotters, and if you earn one on Harlem, you deserve it. So.
And you know what? Dean's having a great player one, ball one on Harlem.
Excellent.
This game can be very housey. Means the ball will drain almost immediately sometimes without flipping. He's got a couple globe letters. He's got a multiplier going. Oh, I would have liked to see
he
him
also
dead
has
bounce
20.
there.
He also has 20,000 bonus count. Is he going to keep that? He's going to keep the 20.
I don't believe it sticks between balls.
No sticking. All right.
I'm almost sure it resets if it's the same settings as Louisville. This game, Papa took this game on the road to the Louisville Arcade Expo, the final circuit event 2 weeks ago, and it was in the Classics Bank. So player 2, Dave Stewart, who survived Indiana Jones.
Right, new life.
28 million points.
He is playing with house money right now.
Yep. And he really should be relaxed, right?
Exactly.
Because he's already dodged his bullet. You want to do.
Here
All right,
we
let's see
go.
what he does. Tap.
Okay.
There we go.
Excellent.
Nice tap, Dave.
Excellent.
See, okay.
At least he took a target down.
Yep.
So
He still doesn't have his gate open, but almost
he
went between.
He avoided the split.
Yep, with those 2 flippers, if you hold them up, the ball can absolutely go between them. And I'm going to say we'll see that to this game. I'm calling it. So that would be, I want to say, an 800 to spin.
That's what is
2
it?
targets.
1, 2, 5, 1,000, 2,000. That should be 500 spin.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a bit of pilot error right there. I think he could have slap saved that. He flipped with the left, but the right never went, and yep.
But he did show up. I mean, with player 1, 183, 135
Both
is not
are.
bad. So
I'll
both
take
are
either one of those
yeah.
scores if you handed it to me after ball 1.
Absolutely.
So player 3 is Andy Rosa with a coat on. He's got the beard. He's got the coat. I know.
I didn't recognize it first.
Andy's been in there quite a while. He survived some earlier games and quietly, doing a little. I guess we have to call it an Acciari when you go for a really long time, right?
Well, now we do. Yeah. Exactly.
After Daniele winning whatever 29 consecutive games last year, or
right,
not losing in 29.
Not losing 29 or so games with no food, no rest,
yes,
no sleep.
Yeah, he was looking pretty tired at the end of that. So Andy, everyone's doing good work on this thing so far.
So far, at least it was surviving.
Yep.
All right.
And it doesn't look like Andy's interested. He's when he's on the right, he's shooting spinner. When he's on the left, he's shooting targets.
Now he is close to that extra ball opportunity. I wonder if he's actually going to go for it.
What's interesting
right
is the state of the spots is saved between balls.
Oh, interesting.
So it's only when you hit the final one that lights it. If you have the penultimate one still to light, you get that state next time.
Okay.
So once you light it, then you're all in.
All right. So once you light the extra ball, do you have to collect it?
That
or you
ball,
lose it?
and all 5 are relit the
Okay.
next ball.
Mhm.
So it's a real all or nothing proposition.
Well, Andy's already went through 1 lap of globe letters. And you
He's-
get, what do you
yep.
get? What do you get? For the
I
pretty
wanna
globe?
say
It's
25.
right? So definitely has a good cash in. And again, since they're spelling in order, you don't have to worry about a random choice of letter. Every target hit.
Lovely there. That ball
Nice.
was looking left out lane, and Andy gave it a good shove. Ooh, that last target let him down.
Wow, look how competitive these scores are. Look at this.
It's as we saw in the
Excellent.
last game, there was a couple good scores, couple bad scores. This could be our first ever bad beat. Somebody losing with a really good
What's a great
score.
score on Harlem Globetrotters. I mean, each one of these scores after ball 1 on a 3-ball game, I would take.
You know, and being player 4 is great when you walk up and everyone's had bad balls, but when you walk up player 4 and everyone's put up some
Yeah,
good.
when you walk up player
All right.
4 and 3 mountains have been set for you to have to climb. That's
Kaylee's
already-
warm, and we'll see what he can. He loves to tap. He's a control player. He's going to be trying everything he can to get that ball to the left and do that. Nice dead bouncing here. He's going to bounce. Oh,
Nice.
little flippy there, but he's fine.
Still good.
Yep.
He's still fine.
There's a globe letter. There's the O.
Well, let's see what the game gives him now.
Yep. You got to just
Just
survive
a
the
little
pops. That's fine. Oh, I'm surprised Kaylee went on the fly there, trying to get his.
See, I don't know if it would have caught enough of that bottom flipper there.
He's
Though.
all
It was
right.
kind of rough.
Now
He's good.
this target here is the one that's been draining people. We've seen 2 drains. It just doesn't quite make the flipper right here. Nope, he got a better bounce on
of
it.
Excellent. Now, if he can get up in
He's
this
gonna tap.
saucer, the saucer
Yeah.
open. Not good.
Oh no, actually
it's
that's
they had one.
the drain. He did have one more, and
Mhm.
that's the same drain that Dave had, and it's the same drain that Dean had too.
Now, why is that more often the drain? It's just it's because of the way the ball gets. It's
It's-
guiding down that lane more, I guess. It
Yeah,
aims
it's
more
just
toward
the
middle.
angle. The angle from that higher position of that drop target is bringing the ball. It comes to the tip of the left, and maybe a slap save gets it, but so far no one's had any luck with it.
So whoever can
So,
figure out what
yeah.
to do in that quick moment when you hit that target, maybe, whether you nudge it or maybe
Or
you hit
try
the
to
back
hit
of the
it
game.
funny,
right?
where the ball isn't that. It's that straight, dead on that seems to be setting it up. So we'll see. Oh, that's
Get
trouble.
that.
Nice.
All right.
That's Dean has this game at home, not this actual game. This title at home. It plays different, but he's very familiar with the physics of the game.
Oh, there it
is.
is. And you called.
I
Yeah.
got- yes.
Yeah, there's one.
Everyone in
So,
Portland have a shot.
And just want to make this clear. Everyone realizes that can happen to them. And when it happens, it's almost a reflex. You say, oh, I can't believe I did that. So it's just you learn from it and you come back.
Because you
But-
spend years doing drop catches, and just as I got through saying that Dean has the game and is familiar, he makes I don't want to call it a rookie mistake, but he makes
But that's my point. It's
Yeah.
not a rookie mistake. You know it's there. You know
Yep.
not to do it. But then you just make the move almost reflexively, and then it happens.
Yep. And as we saw with Kaylee, he's actually you want to use that drop catch when you can to settle the ball. So it's a fine line between making that drop catch and doing what we saw there from Dean, which is losing his ball. He's at 211. We've got player 2 now, which is Dave Stewart, who's in last place at 140,000,
That's
which
a
is
serious
not
last place.
anymore,
I
though.
mean, wow.
He's
Right.
working through his globe again.
All right, 3 out of 5 in the globe. So if he can get a couple more targets, was that his gate open? Yep, his gate's open. So it's feeling a little better about
No one
himself.
is going after the extra
Nice
ball.
tap.
And there's
Oh, he might have been able to hold that.
I agree. It would have come to a settle, but Dave's a little more on the fly. That's his style. That's what
First
he's
globe
nice.
done.
He's still needs 2 lights to. Oh, there it is, 2 in a row, Steve. He
Is that
just
his
went
ex-
through the
is that his
flippers.
extra ball light there? Did he? He did.
Oh,
Wait. Yeah, like we're noticing that is an extra ball.
so
light
he
down
opened
there.
his gate first time. That's I wonder if it actually sticks between balls then, because he didn't get those last 2 lights down, which is what I was watching. So maybe it was lit from the previous ball. That's
Whatever. He's like,
yeah.
fine. For those who are unclear what we're looking at, right above the 7, you'll see an amber light that showed up, and that amber light indicates the extra ball light. So he had that. He had that lit, and so it's kind of tough to see if you're looking at it on the camera here, but he did complete all the 5 targets on the left, and he cashed in the extra ball. That's why he's still playing and still pushing his score up. So he's already got 2 letters done. He's got a couple of targets down. Is that another extra ball opportunity for him?
Yep. When it's strobing,
Yep.
it's. But I didn't see it blinking last time. He must have picked it up pretty quick.
Oh,
and then
okay. But give me that bonus.
he seems surprised by that angle. He's going to be a little disappointed that he left what would be the 5th ball of the game
Right.
on the table. But he's in good shape right now. He's ahead. He's not in last place, which is where you want to be.
Mm.
So if you're just joining us, this is Papa Circuit Finals. Every game, someone is eliminated. Every game, somebody wins $100. That's what these guys are playing for right now. Dean Grover is player 1, is the newest player. Everyone else has survived at least one game. Andy likes to open his gate right away on Harlem. That's.
I believe Andy just got an extra ball. That must be from points. It has to be from points, right? Because he did not complete the target. So there must be a point level for
That's
extra
an
ball.
excellent point, Steve. I think that's
maybe
unless
maybe 300.
Yep.
No.
Well, we'll
Let's
see
find out what that is. We'll
if
see.
Dean gets it.
We'll see.
Because I agree that's. I didn't think about there being a point level for it, but you can absolutely set the game up. So, see there,
And there's
he lit
another
it,
extra
he lit
ball.
it with the drops.
He's got to get that right target, though.
So now it's available. Oh, he went for it
He's
on the
going for
fly. He's going to get another shot right here. Got it.
Got it.
And didn't even drain. Sometimes you get it and it drains right away.
Right, now he can play real comfortably.
Oh, Andy's
starting
playing
to
for
feel
the
real
100
good.
now. Yep.
Oh,
And then he drains down the
game
middle.
answered him.
That's what Harlem Globetrotters does a lot out of the scoop. But Andy's got that extra ball in hand, so it doesn't feel so bad.
You're feeling great playing Harlem with 400,000. So
Boy,
on a normal,
if Dean Grover steps up ball 3 at $200,000 in last place, that's
that is a bad beat. That
Yep.
is.
so.
Look how
it
close
looks
he
like
is to another
I'd
extra
say he's
ball.
actively
Look.
going extra balls here.
Absolutely.
He's going to shoot low here. Yep, there it is. It's lit. And, as we saw last year in the circuit, people adjust on the fly. You might see a strategy adjust here.
Exactly.
Of,
Especially what everyone else is seeing.
yep.
He's going to collect what may be his 3rd extra ball if
Yep.
he can get this.
Those drops really aren't as important if you keep getting the extra ball. Let's see if he taps here to get the extra ball. Nope.
Nope.
I don't. Andy taps.
He does.
He's interested in globing out. He just got his
there's
globe.
Let's give me that 25,000. Exactly.
Nice little power in lane.
Yep. He's fine with getting
Yeah.
the letters.
It's not super housey.
At nearly 500,000, I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah.
2
there's some-
targets in a row.
Wow.
3 targets in a row. What a job. Go for another target just because. Okay, extra ball maybe.
Andy, yeah, I think he was going for it there. Sometimes your brain, it's hard if you're trying targets and extra ball. You end up going halfway in between.
And that was a target and another globe completion.
He's going to roll it
Feeling
on
it
bonus.
now. 600,000. The spinner is at $1,000 a piece. $1,000 a spin, rather.
This is the game that Andy wanted last year. He picked Ali, which is a similar era of game, and
Right.
Andy had very, very little luck in that game.
Nice
And,
save. He picked that up well.
Yep. There it is.
There
You
it
knew
is.
Oh, it turned
he
into a
gained
ball
off
saver.
it, so, yeah.
The ball saver.
That turned into a bonus collect for him.
Jim Belcito watching, very interested with that extra ball strategy. I think he's going to think
Look
about
at this. Almost 900,000.
And then another ball in play. This is
Another
ball
ball.
6. Well, it's ball 5, but he gets a double.
See, he just tapped there. There you go. See, he's got the tap
I
down.
didn't see a tap there.
It was
That
a little
dead
bit,
bounce.
right?
No,
dead bounce?
I think it was just
a
a
little
dead
bit.
bounce.
Okay.
I haven't seen a tap from Andy.
All right.
Just saying. All right, let's see. Here. No. See, he's just.
He's just playing now.
Honestly, I
When you
think
got
I would probably
800,
be doing the same. I tried a couple
yeah.
taps. It's pretty delicate.
When you've got 900, you just play.
Yeah.
Just play it like you're on route now. It's
Yep.
like my gate's down. I'm feeling good. I'm about to turn over Harlem.
Stop going after those targets. Is he maybe getting a little tired? Doesn't want to get
No,
that next
he's got
extra
one more
ball?
letter for Globe. That's what's about to happen now. There's Globe again.
Yep. It's.
And that was a 50,000 Globe.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. I watched that score go up
And
50,000.
does it progressively get bigger,
I'm
or
not
maybe
sure.
the second level? We need Elwin here to come tell us.
But that was certainly a 50,000 Globe.
Keith, what happens on the 9th globe? If you're.
Whoa! Pick that up.
Oh, you almost
Nice.
backhanded the special. All right. It's as you will see all day long with all of these excellent players. The better you play, right?
Exactly.
It's,
It just
it
happens.
sounds silly, but it's so true that when you're pushing, when we saw Jason just trying to get a couple million, it was the hardest game in the world. And when you've
Exactly.
got a lead, the ball just doesn't want to drain.
It's just flowing. Everything's flowing. The points are coming. Every decision you make turns out to be the right one.
I always
You
wonder
know?
if that's how Keith Elwin feels all the
All
time.
the time, right?
Just so relaxed that you're in control. Because we've all been there. We all get into that feeling where you just sort of laugh. I can't drain. This is awesome. It's so easy. Oh,
Wow.
He just got an extra ball at 200. Is that
right,
the extra
that
ball?
is lit. Yeah, the extra ball is lit.
He got it again because he rolled the game. He's still up.
Wow, he is still up.
So there is
1.3
definitely
million. There has to be some sort of a point award for that extra ball light, because I mean he's still playing at 1.3 million, and another extra ball opportunity for him again. I'm sure he sees it. He's going to go for it.
So let's get the Guinness Book of World Records out. What's the most number of balls played on Harlem Globetrotters in a circuit finals? I'm calling this the all-time.
Oh, almost another extra ball. It breezed against the target.
I think the tournament directors may be rethinking this extra ball strat.
But that's the second time he got the extra ball and drained off of it.
Yeah,
but
that's the extra ball
the
ball
fact
saver.
that it's still there and he's still up.
We're going to need to get another digit on that display.
And if you're just looking at this, that's not 368. That's
That's
1,372,000.
Oh,
Look, wow.
Can we get a clap here,
Yeah,
fellas?
something. I'll
that's
clap for
that's
him.
a
Come on. Wow.
that's a tight audience.
Ah.
Jeez. You might have to take that coat off now.
On Harlem. Come on.
So Kaylee George, who is he's a year older now. Happy birthday during that ball. He celebrated a birthday and a couple other. All right, here we go, Kaylee. Kaylee's in last place. Sometimes, let's see, Kaylee's very deliberate. He's going to want to get control. That's
The game is not
that's what
rewarding him.
happens.
The
Nope.
game is just not rewarding him for that.
That's his second one down the middle there. That was a funny little. I think he was hoping it would go off the tip on the right, and he would have been able to get control
just
again.
to give
but-
him one settle so that he can make a decision.
Yep.
You know, it didn't let him get a
So
decision.
Kaylee's really going to be on. He knows going into ball 3 he's going to be in last place, so he's going to have to put a ball together. Dean is in third place right now, and he knows that extra ball is lurking score-wise.
Not only that, but he only has one target left to light another extra ball opportunity.
Wow!
So he could have
yeah.
two if
So
he pulls
Dean
this
is
right.
he really wants to get to those extra balls and put some distance between him
Now, up.
and everybody else.
Possibly.
You think it's a
200,000?
200,000? Dean Grover has not played his extra. He's got the extra lid on his lights, but he has not been awarded. Oh, he was. Maybe he did.
No,
I'm sorry, he got it.
No, that collect was
Yeah.
for him completing the target.
I think he did.
completed the target
yeah.
to like that. So now
It's 200,000. It's definitely the 200,000 is the extra ball level.
So now the question is, because see, no, I was watching.
Yeah.
He lit that extra ball
that was old
opportunity by
school because he
completing
had
these
already
targets.
and you know what,
He
Dean
did
did
that.
play an extra ball on ball 1.
So, see, what I'm hoping doesn't happen to him is that he gets the opportunity, has the extra ball lit, and then trips over the score extra ball, and if it doesn't stack, he loses an
I'm
extra
curious
ball.
as to whether I think because it's a feature, but based on score, I don't think it interferes.
Mhm.
I think, but you can't stack more than one extra ball. We don't know.
We'll
Nope.
find out.
I'm hearing from our excellent sound producer Mark Steinman that in fact you cannot stack extra balls.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's an excellent point that Kaylee will need to be aware of because he will have his 200,000 extra ball available to him, as well as potentially the ones from the 5
Yeah, he's
targets
close on
on
his
the left.
targets too. So.
Yep. Dean with that extra ball. Once again, you relax. I jinxed him. You play better. You still got the extra ball. Dave has passed his extra ball round, so Dean feeling pretty good at 600,000.
Right, and
Can't
again,
believe I'm saying that
right,
on Harlem Globetrotters.
And that 600,000 is not the winning score. The actual winning score is 1,372,000, right below there. Unbelievable on this Harlem. But he may go for those 2 targets to light the extra ball. That's what he's doing. Okay.
It's what Andy
Get it
did.
done.
And for those joining us, player 3, Andy Rosa, is at 1.3 million, not
Right.
372,000. He has already rolled it with a plethora of extra balls. Is it a virtual plethora, you think, or just
just an actual
yeah, a cornucopia?
a smorgasbord of extra balls.
Excellent. Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, Dean has picked up another extra, so he can go back into some good flow play now.
Yep, he'll be shooting globes. You know, it's really interesting how much the extra ball light.
Nice move. Nice decision back.
Yeah, that was
there.
a lovely save. It totally changes the way this game is played. The tap suddenly isn't all that important because that right flipper and those extra ball lights are maybe more value than just tapping to the drops.
Here comes another. I don't even know how many extra balls this is, but
Okay,
he's still up there.
If somebody loses this game with 1 million or more points, then I don't know. Something has to happen. We all have to go outside and cheer.
I know the loser might want to burn Harlem Globetrotters. I know that.
I don't know. You know, you could.
Guess what? Guess what just happened?
Let me think.
I think it's another extra ball opportunity.
This is, this was intentional. This was by design. The people setting the game up. They wanted, last year, everyone kept playing the control games. They wanted more games to play to entice people to want to play them. And, there's a clap for Dean at 880,000.
For second place so far.
He's not safe yet. He's
Right.
not safe. So here's Dave, who is right now, he's in third place at 300,000. He's in jail.
He's not close to an extra ball. He's past the score extra ball that we think.
Definitely at 200,000.
Okay.
So Dave is just going to have to survive. And
I mean, you can play normally at this point.
He's got two lights.
Well, unless he gets more lights down, then it changes.
That's a nice bump there to get the in lane. That could have gone out lane on him.
There's another globe, a 25. No, it's a 50,000 globe.
That's the second globe is 50,
globe.
and then it probably maxes there.
And there, wait a minute, he did cross over an extra ball score. Look at what's lit.
Huh.
He did.
Okay.
He
Maybe
did.
it's not 200. Mark Steinman is looking a little perplexed.
There may be multiple extra ball targets there.
There's a nice little tap from Dave.
Right? It doesn't have to be one. It could
No,
be
you can have multiple
scores
stages,
to get
absolutely.
extra balls. So it could be one at 200, one at 350.
We see some nice control there from Dave on the when you have a double flipper, you can always catch the ball on the upper flipper, which is what Dave did there. He's tapping very nicely. He's I don't know, Steve. Right now, Kaylee's really going to have to bring it. He's in no interest to shake that out.
No, because I want that bonus and I want my extra ball. I mean, meanwhile, Kaylee, once he gets up, he's just going to have to play normally because he knows those extra ball targets are there. The extra ball score is there. So if he just plays
I think you got to shoot for him. Though.
Well, it would depend on how many targets he has down.
He's looking at 500,000 he's going to need.
Well,
even without him down. Harlem will drain on you no matter how often you tap and put those drops down. And we see the final drop is pretty drainy itself.
Is that a live?
No.
Okay.
He didn't need to give it a nudge, but he felt like he did.
It was close enough where it looked. I mean, with a gap that wide, it looks.
We'll see if those points cost him or not. All right, so here's Andy at 1.3 million. I don't remember Andy getting another extra ball in the 300 range. Maybe there's a 350 one, which might have been the one that Dave picked up there.
Maybe. But regardless, he's only got one
Dean
target
Grover
left.
didn't.
He's only got one target left to light another extra ball. So I bet that's what he's going to aim for.
Well, at least we have a nickname for Andy next year. He can just be known as
Meadowlark
EB.
Lemon? I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. There you're dating yourself. I saw Meadowlark. He used to make the half-court shot. Saw him in the Omni in Atlanta.
The Magic Circle, something. I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, good point by Mr. Steinman.
Steinman says maybe the third globe after the scores. Well, he got one without. He just got one for completing globe. I know Keith is sitting there just shaking his head at our lack of intimate knowledge.
We know nothing.
Harlem, you hit drops and hit spinner.
Well, he had to have completed the targets at one point because now he has two targets left, and he started the ball with one.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
That was definitely a globe extra ball there. And maybe it's just everyone is getting that third globe right around the time that they're in the 300s score-wise. So Andy determined to lap everyone else. He's not happy with the $100. He wants to have a million-point
victory
lead.
lap, $100.
Yes. And really, I
Something.
think Kevin Martin should pony up an extra 100 if you defeat your opponents if you lap all your opponents. That should be an extra 100. Seriously,
Okay.
and then that would give incentive for people to maybe pick the older games.
Look at him. He's still going for those targets.
In fact, there's an extra $100 available today because Josh, I don't know if they've talked about it, Josh Sharp is unable to make it to the circuit final today. His wife is very close to producing their second child. It's going to be a daughter. The name is secret.
Congratulations.
So if Josh is watching at home or from the emergency room, I know there's been a few Braxton Hickses lately. Good luck with all that, and we're sorry you're not here, but there's $100 that from Josh's match that will be unconsummated. I say give it to Andy. What do you think?
For 1.6 million. Yeah.
Just saying.
That's a strong
Unless somebody
argument.
else puts up a
Right.
better score later.
Unless we see something ridiculous, like somebody,
All right.
getting eternal life on Indiana Jones
Kaylee,
or
let's see what
something.
Kaylee's doing.
Yeah.
He's got it. It's lit. He's
All
got
right.
his extra lit. He's going to tap
Pass for the game.
and collect. Oh, he missed it. Uh-oh, he's in trouble now. I'm surprised that didn't drain on the miss. He's okay. Boom.
All right, now he's back in the game.
Okay.
Now he's back in the game. So, okay.
Dave Stewart is the man on the bubble at 600,000, and that's what the score that Kaylee is chasing. If Kaylee beats 600,000 on this plus his extra ball, then Dave Stewart will be done. If Kaylee fails to do it, then Kaylee will be done. Dean Grover and Andy Rosa are safe to the next round. So as we say, Dean Grover chose wisely.
He's past that 300,000. So since the extra balls don't stack,
We won't be able to tell.
well, so he's gonna have to carry this one through.
Yeah. Now he wants to get those targets down, and he's got a pretty good bonus. He wants to. Oh, he's already got his 5X. Oh,
whoa.
Kaylee. That's our third.
And again, you don't
Scissor flipper.
You know it's there, and you know not to do it. It's almost reflex because you know that you're trying to control the ball.
Yep.
And part of it is lifting the flippers really quick to get it under control. But you can also
So if you're watching
slip.
at home, I hope this makes you feel better. Some of the best players in the world who do this, if not for a living, a lot, can make that sort of error. You don't have to feel bad when that happens to you. And as you say, Steve, most games don't have the double flipper, and your brain tells you what to do to control the ball, and sometimes it interferes with the static.
That's not going to be enough.
Nope, he had no extra
The
ball in
fact that
hand.
458,000 is a last place score on
That's a bad
Harlem
beat.
is as bad of a beat.
That's a bad beat.